Oh my gosh, bro. I forgot how. Look at this is world hold on. This is essentially world 1 but for non-members. Look at this disaster. I can't believe like it's just crazy. I forget how like overpopulated these areas are just because you can't really go many places in non-members worlds. This is this is insane to see so many people. It's like a freaking dead man tournament. It's also kind of a big day. Oh, look at these guys in freaking gilded. This is like a clan just like hanging out over here. Just like freaking let's hang out by the Alcarid gate. You want to play RuneScape, bro? Hell yeah, I want to play RuneScape. What do you want to do, bro? Let's hang out by the Alcarid gate. Bet, bro. So the main reason I'm making this video is obviously because, as the title states, RuneScape just went through a massive, well, old school RuneScape went through like a huge, pretty big deal type of update with the whole, essentially revamp of the whole death system. So that's why I'm on my main account here and not my Hardcore Iron Man, because, well, here's hoping I never have to test these features on my Hardcore Iron Man. But basically, Death has gone through a major rehaul. So I'm on my main account right now, who is a non-member. So there's gonna be few differences. It's probably not gonna be exactly up to par as, or it may not have all the similarities of a member's account, but for the most part, the majority of things are gonna stay similar. So I don't think it's gonna be too big of a deal. But basically, there are gravestones again in RuneScape. This was something that used to be back in like 14scape, you know, kind of like the middle between EOC and 2007scape. I remember it clearly because it was around the same time I stopped playing RuneScape. So this is going to be interesting really quickly here. I want to see what happens. Does it take us right to... It does. Okay, so this is the new area. Oh! Wait a minute. I just saw... You unlocked a music track. How am I ever going to get the music cape on my Hardcore Iron Man if you have to die to get here? Bro, is there... Hold on, I think there actually... Now that I'm thinking about it, if I remember reading through the patch notes, I think there are locations, like, in each spawn world to get your stuff. Like, you can come here, but that's interesting. Anyway, so this is the new area in the game. It's Death's office. It's pretty cool looking, actually. Like, you can see, like, all this loot back there. That's probably where all of your stuff is going to go, is that chest. But, like, it's cool because this looks like the same model they might have used for the Halloween event. But, so you come here now whenever you die, which is crazy. The fact that they changed it this much is crazy. So a lot of people's complaints were that it was too, it was 50-50, right? It was either the death mechanics were too, they were too forgiving, or they weren't forgiving enough. Some people thought, I think previously the respawn timer for, like, you had a chance, you had an hour to get to your loot before it disappeared, which is pretty insane. Like, back in the day, like, actual 07scape, you had, like, I don't know, 10 minutes tops, 15 minutes tops. You had no time at all to get your stuff back. But an hour seemed like more than enough. But now I think they've kind of tried to take the best of both worlds and really combined all of the possible death mechanics they've gone through with the added twist now of Death's office. So essentially, whenever you die, you will come here. You'll drop a gravestone in the actual surface world, I guess you could say, actual RuneScape. You'll drop a gravestone there, and I think you'll have a timer, a certain amount of time, to retrieve your stuff, basically. Now, if you don't make it there in time, you still will not lose your stuff. It's truly, we're truly in the end game of EasyScape now, boys. Essentially, you can never really lose your stuff now. Now, you'll have to pay for it if it's like say, I believe if it's over 100k, if an item is over 100k, you have to pay to retrieve it from your gravestone, but not the whole value. Let's talk to Death here really quickly, and then I'll kind of go into more of some of the specifics. So many of you have died, as all mortals do, unless you're a hardcore Iron Man. As you've suffered the loss of some items on this occasion, I've brought you here to explain for you how that works. I lost items! Let me explain. Across most of the land, when you die, some of the items you're carrying are dropped. Yes, we know this. So this is the new feature. A gravestone appears on the ground near where you died. You can go there and retrieve your items by clicking on it. Okay, cool. Your gravestone would appear marked with an arrow to help you spot it. A grave icon appears on the world map too if your grave is in a mapped area. Okay, so here we go. So gravestone charge a small fee to return to especially valuable items, but most things are returned free of charge. So it's like, I believe if it's over 100k or more, you will have to pay to retrieve that item, and I think the price goes up as the value of the item also goes up. Conveniently, a gravestone can take its fee straight from your bank. So that is dope. So if you don't have your cash on you, or let's say you lost all of your cash for whatever reason you were carrying it in your backpack, and you had some left over in your bank, you can just withdraw it from the bank. You don't have to worry about rushing to the bank, then rushing back to your spot. It'll convene you in that area, so that is nice. And a gravestone does not last forever. So you have 15 minutes. So they took the OG RuneScape time to retrieve your gravestone. So only 15 minutes now you have from death to get your stuff back. Although, if you don't make it there in time, it all just gets sent here. So I'm wondering, I know there are different modifiers for, like, say, if you're in the wilderness, but I wonder how that's going to ever work. Basically, you could never really lose your items now, right? Like, it just seems almost impossible. So after 15 minutes, your gravestone will break, and the items will get sent here. Now, I know you're wondering, what is the purpose of that? What is the, what is the bad part about not getting to your gravestone in 15 minutes? Why would you want to rush there? So he will look after your items without a time limit. However, he will charge you more than if you were to retrieve the items from the gravestone. So if you get to your gravestone quick enough, then dope, you get them at a discount price. If you don't make it there in 15 minutes, all of your stuff will not just disappear into the ether. It will not appear for anybody else to pick it up unless you're probably in the wilderness. I would say there's probably a different, statistic there, but or another fact that would alter that. But otherwise, it'll all just come here. Never again can you lose your items if you're not in PvP. But you'll have to pay more. Now, also, if you're an Iron Man, I'm assuming this is the same for Hardcore Iron Man, Ultimate Iron Man, you get a discount because apparently it's not easy for Iron Man to always have cash. So they will get a 50% discount when getting their items from death, and that doesn't really affect anybody else because they're an Iron Man, so it doesn't affect the economy per se. It would be cheaper to retrieve them from the gravestones if you can reach it in time. Tell me about a gravestone again? Wow, you literally just can't do it, huh? How do I pay a gravestone fee? How long do I have to return? How do I know what will happen to my items when I die? I wonder what that says. Let's find out together, shall we? We need to predict those things for you to take a look at the warrant items. So this is the new, the items kept on death menus kind of went through a little bit of a change as well. Okay, so, I love how you maybe it's just because, like, so you can, it's just like, why, you already, so you unlocked a new music track. So I wonder if I go over here now, does the timer count down while I'm in here? Sacrifice on what, okay, that's another thing. So if you want to get your items back, you can take essentially non-important items from your bank to try, if you, let's say you don't have any money, you can chuck it into here as a kind of a sacrifice to get your more important items back. Now, you can only do it if they are worth a certain amount of money, I believe. A pot of money which you can retrieve. The item sacrifice here can never be retrieved. This, I feel like they're going to change some of this, dude, because this is kind of crazy to me. Like, I just feel like something's going to go wrong here somehow, some way, and something is going to be, they're going to change something about it. I think this is going to go under some severe backlash. I haven't finished talking to you yet. I literally have to talk to you about all your options. Are you kidding me? I feel like this is going to be, because I don't think they pulled this stuff. I'm pretty sure they did not pull any of this. I believe they were just like, let's take a look at my coffers here. You can bring your own positions here, sacrifice them in my coffer. Okay, so yeah, you have to, the item you sacrifice has to be 10,000 coins at least, or else he's not even going to take it. So you can't just come chuck all your freaking garbage into here. He doesn't want cheap junk. Okay, great. And then how do I return to my gravestone? Just have to run there, right? Yes, I know. The timer pauses. Oh, and that's another thing. Now if you log out, the timer will stay paused. So you don't have to worry about, like, if you disconnect, you won't just, lose out on your items. You still have the chance to essentially, you still have the chance to get it even if you have to log out for whatever reason. So basically, like I said, you can never just lose your stuff again. And then you're good. So that we're done here. So now I want to see if, yeah, okay, so once you leave, we'll have 15 minutes to get back to our stuff. So I'm curious, when I leave here, where does this take us? Because it's supposedly, like, how am I supposed to ever get that music track on my Hardcore Iron Man? This seems like a very big flaw they might have not thought of. How am I, like, isn't there supposed to be, is that it right there? No, that's just the regular Lumbridge teleport. How very, very strange. Maybe you can't do it on non-members worlds, but I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm curious about that. But so let's see. My items were back in the stronghold secure. Let me see if I can get there back in time, and we will see what happens, or if I can get there in time. And then so let me look if I go over call followers. So view items kept on death. So here's like the different modifiers. So you can show items when you have like the protect item prayer on, if you're in level 20 below wilderness, because I believe they also changed now how essentially, you know, like let's say void, for instance, if you died anywhere besides like level 20 void, or I mean, sorry, level 20 wilderness, you would not lose your void no matter what. Now, I'm pretty sure any of those items are considered kept on death, no matter what. So like say you have a fire cape and you die in the fighter caves or something like that, or just anywhere, I guess, with your fire cape on, it will be broken now instead of just, you know, lost. You have to pay for it. I think depending on how much the item is worth, you will have to pay to have it fixed. Like your Barrows items, you know how if you didn't die anywhere else, you would lose it and it would just degrade. Now it'll do that no matter what, and you just have to pay to fix it, because you can never lose it now unless you're in PvP, right? So I think that's kind of the counterbalance they're trying to go for here, they being Jagex, of course. And then like also like say, so you know when you're fighting Zulrah or Vorkath or anyone like that, I wouldn't know about that because I am a pansy that doesn't fight bosses. You, if you die to one of those, there's like a dude there, an NPC that will like be like, oh hey bro, I got all your stuff, I got it in my backpack, I saw you fighting that monster very valiantly, I'm very proud of you, but I'm gonna charge you for your own stuff back because all I did was scavenge and pick it up while you were fighting that big snake monster threatening my home, but I'm still gonna charge you. The way that works now is no matter what, you have to pay that money for a death. Like, so in any instance area, like in a lot of quest areas, they'll always be like, if you die in here, you lose all your stuff no matter what, sorry, for whatever reason, because the area is quote-unquote instance, and which meaning like, so basically like certain, like when you fight the Hespori, that's like a separate arena for you. Nobody else can be in that arena. So like if you died there and you lose your stuff, that's why the guy's there to collect it all for you, and you gotta pay him a certain amount to get it back. So that's basically now for any instance area, there will be somebody there when you die, you can pay to have your stuff back, aka death. So I don't know where the timer is that says like how much. See, here's my gravestone. That's where we died. But I don't see the timer. Do you guys see the timer that's telling me how much time I have left to retrieve my items? Because I don't see... Oh, it's in the, I see it now. Do you see it? It's very tiny. It's up in the top right corner. I have 11 minutes and 53 seconds still, so we're going to make it there in plenty of time. But I want to see... I didn't bring any money. Oh, there's our grave right there. So, oh, and see, this is all free to reclaim, and I guess your cash, no matter what, is free to reclaim. Because that's definitely above 100k, because it's quite literally 400k. But it's all free to reclaim, because we made it in time. It's like this Castle Wars ticket, that was a, you know, a non-tradable item, but it was still, you know, no big deal. So that is interesting. Lots of changes. I am very curious to see how some of this is going to go over, though, because I have a very strong feeling that something is going to be changed. Someone's going to, like I said, it doesn't really bother me any, because they've essentially just taken the best of both worlds, and kind of combined all of the death mechanics into one. Now, the only thing I'm actually really confused or concerned with is how am I ever going to unlock Death's Office music track on my Hardcore Iron Man? Because I'm never supposed to die, dude. So the music... I know it's insignificant, but, like, I can't ever get the music cape? That sucks. That really sucks. Is there an exception for that? I'd like to know. Jagex, write that in your bug support. Anyway, I kind of wanted to just make a quick video going over some of these death changes. There's a lot. Like I said, I have a pretty good feeling that something's going to change, so this video might be outdated by the time you're watching this, but I don't know. Keep your eyes open, because some of this is very surprising to me that they went through all of this. Like, it's a big change, right? It's a huge change for old school RuneScape, and I think a lot of people are going to call, or you know, they're going to cry EasyScape, which it kind of is. I mean, I can't really disagree, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Boys and girls, thanks for watching this quick little video. I just want to go over this because it's a big deal, but I couldn't go over it on my Hardcore Iron Man because, well, you know, I'm never going to die, so I'm never going to experience this content unless I do it on my main account. I really am concerned, though, about this freaking music cape. How am I supposed to get this stupid death track? Huh? I'd like to know, Jagex. Where's my, what was it called? Death's Office? Is that what it was literally called? What happens if I go to, like, oh, it's, where's the D's? Where's D's music tracks? I don't remember what it was called. What's it called? Rest in Peace. It's in the R's. Hold on. I just want to see what the hint is. Like, if it says you can get there anywhere else. Rest in, come on, where is it? Rest in Peace. Unlock hint. This track was unlocked in Death's Office. Okay, that helps me 0%, dude. I thought I read in the patch notes that it said there was like a portal to Death's office in every respawn location, but I don't see it on the map. So unless there's just something that I'm missing, or maybe they just don't have it updated yet, I really don't know. But that's just what I read. Perhaps I'm wrong. Like I said, oh, there it is right there, Death's office. I see it. Hold on. Oh, I see. I just now found it. I'm finding it out live, boys and girls. Let me see. I think this might be the way around it. Is if you just come here, you can unlock the music. Because otherwise, they'd literally be screwing you. Oh, so it's like a... Oh, maybe it's in every cemetery. So, like, I know, like, in the Ardoon... Okay, so you can just get here however you want. Okay. Hello, mortal. And he even talks to you because he's a nice boy. So that's going to wrap that up. I figured that out at least. That's nice. Jagex didn't screw my Iron Man out of getting the music cape. What a unique problem. Anyway, boys and girls, thank you for watching. Thanks for bearing with me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It's crazy. What do you think? Let me know. Leave me a like. Leave me a comment. Subscribe if you want. If you don't know, if you're just checking this video out because you saw the title. We're probably at it by now because as of recording, I'm at 97 subscribers. But I have a sub goal. If I reach 100 subs by the end of basically next week, I am going to be doing the Wilderness Achievement Diaries on my Hardcore Iron Man. Don't miss it. At least the diaries I can do. So basically the easy and mediums. So don't miss that. Like I said, there's about a week left. We're probably going to crush it because we're very close now. Thank you guys so much for all the support on everything. I love you guys so much. Check out Fatal Frame if you want. I'm having a good time with that game. Lots of spooks, lots of scares. I will see you guys in the next episode very soon. But until then, boys and girls, bye!